When your dog rolls over and shows you their belly, it's one of the most adorable sights for any pet owner. But have you ever wondered what your furry friend is actually trying to tell you? That exposed belly isn't just an invitation for rubs, it's a complex form of communication that reveals a lot about your dog's emotions, needs, and their relationship with you. Today, I'm going to decode this common canine behavior and share 7 fascinating reasons why dogs show their bellies. If you're new to our channel and love learning about your 4-legged companions, hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss our upcoming videos on decoding dog behaviors that will help strengthen your bond with your pet. Let's start with the most basic reason dogs show their bellies. They're simply trying to scratch an itch. Dogs can't reach every part of their bodies with their paws or mouth, especially the middle of their back. When they have an irritating itch in a hard-to-reach spot, rolling onto their back and wiggling against the ground is their natural solution. Next time you see your dog rolling around in the grass, they might not be acting silly, they're actually performing a practical form of self-care. The texture of grass, carpet, or even concrete provides the perfect scratching surface for those annoying itches. It's similar to how we might use a back scratcher to reach that spot between our shoulder blades. Your dog is simply using what's available to them. Of course, they also know that showing their belly to you might prompt you to give them a good scratch, which is often more effective than rubbing against the ground. So while it might seem like they're just being cute, they're actually being quite resourceful in solving a physical discomfort. The second reason dogs expose their bellies is that they're in a playful mood. When dogs play together, rolling onto their backs is a common part of their wrestling routine. It's not a sign of submission in this context, it's actually an invitation to continue the fun. Think of it as their way of saying, let's keep playing. During playtime, dogs take turns being on top and bottom, creating a balanced and fair play session. When your dog flops onto their back during a play session with you, they're participating in this natural back and forth rhythm. They're not necessarily asking for belly rubs, they're engaging in a form of play that's deeply ingrained in canine social behavior. You can usually tell if your dog is in play mode by looking at their overall body language. A playful dog will have a relaxed, wiggly body, an open mouth that almost looks like they're smiling, and perhaps even a wagging tail. Their eyes will be bright and alert, not half closed as they would be if they were submitting or relaxing. If you see these signs along with the belly exposure, your dog is simply having a good time and wants you to join in. The third reason behind this behavior might surprise you. Dogs use belly rolling as a way to communicate through scent. Our canine companions experience the world primarily through their sense of smell, and rolling on their backs is actually a sophisticated form of scent communication. When your dog rolls around in the grass, they're not just being silly, they're collecting information. The grass contains scents from other animals, people, and their environment itself. By rolling in it, your dog picks up these scents on their fur, essentially carrying this information with them. It's like reading a newspaper or checking social media. For dogs, they're gathering the latest news about who's been in the area. At the same time, they're also leaving their own scent behind, marking the territory in a subtle way. It's their version of posting a status update, "I was here." This behavior is particularly common in areas frequented by other dogs, as it's part of their social networking system. Sometimes you might notice your dog rolling in something with a strong odor like another animal's droppings or a dead creature. While this is disgusting to us, for dogs, it's about masking their own scent with something more powerful. This instinct dates back to their wild ancestors who would disguise their smell to become better hunters or avoid predators. The fourth reason dogs show their bellies is perhaps the most heartwarming. It's a profound display of trust. A dog's belly is one of the most vulnerable parts of their body. In the wild, exposing this area would be extremely dangerous as it leaves vital organs unprotected and puts the dog in a position where they can't quickly flee from danger. When your dog voluntarily rolls over and shows you their belly, they're essentially saying, "I trust you completely with my life." They're demonstrating that they feel so safe and secure in your presence that they're willing to put themselves in a physically vulnerable position. This is not something dogs do with just anyone. It's reserved for those they truly trust and feel bonded with. This trust didn't develop overnight. It's the result of consistent care, protection, and positive interactions. Every time you've fed them, sheltered them, played with them, or comforted them when they were scared, you've been building this foundation of trust. When they show you their belly, they're acknowledging all of that history between you. For rescue dogs or those who have experienced trauma, this gesture of trust can take months or even years to develop. If your once fearful dog has started showing you their belly, it's a significant milestone in your relationship and a testament to the safe environment you've created for them. The fifth reason behind belly exposure is that dogs use it as a way to diffuse tension or show submission. In the canine world, rolling onto the back is a clear signal that says, I'm not a threat or I acknowledge your higher status. This behavior is deeply ingrained in their pack mentality and serves as a crucial communication tool to prevent conflicts. When dogs interact with each other, especially during first meetings or in potentially tense situations, the more submissive dog might roll onto their back to signal that they're not looking for trouble. It's their way of saying, let's keep things peaceful here. This same behavior can extend to their interactions with humans. If your dog rolls onto their back after being scolded or when they sense you're upset with them, they're trying to appease you and diffuse any tension. They're essentially saying, I'm sorry or please don't be mad at me. It's their attempt to restore harmony in their relationship with you. This doesn't mean you should interpret every belly up moment as an apology or sign of submission. Context matters greatly. If your dog shows their belly during a relaxed, positive interaction, it's more likely a sign of trust or an invitation to play rather than submission. But if it follows a moment of tension or correction, the submissive element is probably at play. The sixth reason dogs expose their bellies is much more practical. They're trying to cool down. Dogs don't sweat through their skin like humans do. They primarily regulate their temperature through panting and through the few sweat glands they have in their paw pads. This makes cooling down a challenge, especially for breeds with thick fur. The fur on a dog's belly is typically thinner than on the rest of their body, and the skin there has more blood vessels close to the surface. By exposing this area to the air, especially on a cool surface like tile or hardwood flooring, they can lower their body temperature more effectively. You might notice this behavior more frequently during hot summer months or after intense exercise. Your dog might seek out the coolest spot in the house like a tile floor in the bathroom or kitchen and lie on their back with their legs spread out. This position maximizes the amount of less insulated skin exposed to the cool air or surface, helping them regulate their temperature. Some breeds, particularly those with thick double coats like Huskies or Malamutes, are especially prone to overheating and may display this behavior more often. If you see your dog lying on their back on a hot day, they're simply being smart about staying cool, though providing them with additional cooling options like freshwater shade or even a cooling mat can help them stay comfortable. The seventh and final reason dogs show their bellies relates to their ancestral instincts. Despite thousands of years of domestication, our beloved pets still carry the genetic legacy of their wolf ancestors, and many of their behaviors reflect this heritage. In wolf packs, there's a clear social hierarchy, and rolling onto the back is one way that pack members acknowledge the authority of higher-ranking wolves. It's a ritualized behavior that helps maintain order and prevent serious conflicts within the pack. When your dog shows you their belly, particularly in certain contexts like greeting you when you come home or during training sessions, there may be an element of this ancestral pack behavior at play. They're acknowledging you as their provider and leader, the one who controls resources like food, walks, and playtime. This doesn't mean your dog sees you as the alpha wolf in the outdated dominance theory sense. Modern animal behaviors have moved away from that model of understanding dog behavior. Instead, it's better to view this as your dog recognizing your role in their life as their caretaker and guide. Your dog's belly-up behavior is influenced by a complex mix of instinct, learned behavior, and their individual personality. Some dogs are naturally more inclined to show submission or seek attention through belly exposure, while others might do it rarely, even with people they trust completely. Understanding the various reasons behind this behavior can help you respond appropriately. If your dog is showing their belly as an invitation to play, engage with them in a fun game. If they're doing it to cool down, make sure they have access to shade and water. If it's a sign of trust, gentle belly rubs, if they enjoy them, can reinforce the positive bond between you. However, it's important to note that not all dogs enjoy having their bellies touched, even when they expose them. Some dogs may roll over as a sign of trust, but still feel uncomfortable with belly contact. Always pay attention to your dog's overall body language. If they tense up, tuck their tail, flatten their ears, or show a whale eye, where you can see the whites of their eyes, when you reach for their belly, respect their boundaries and find other ways to show affection. The beauty of sharing your life with a dog is learning their unique language and building a relationship based on mutual understanding and respect. Each belly-up moment is your dog communicating something to you, whether it's playfulness, trust, temperature regulation, or something else entirely. By paying attention to the context and accompanying body language, you can deepen your connection with your canine companion and respond in ways that strengthen your bond. Next time your furry friend rolls over and shows you their belly, take a moment to consider what they might be telling you. Are they hot, playful, submissive, or simply saying, I trust you completely? This awareness will enrich your relationship and help you become an even better pet parent. If you enjoyed learning about what your dog is really saying when they show you their belly, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more insights into canine behavior. Share this video with other dog lovers who might be curious about their pet's belly showing habits. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.